have.
You're chasing Šeško.
Okay. First things first. We're chasing both.
To what report said that?
Numerous reports have said Andre Berta is working on both deals.
Where?
Let me show you.
And give me the source, because I will deny them straight up. Because I guarantee
you
they're
don't
shit.
you don't think we're First of all, did you see yesterday the video on Dan Potts' channel that I posted on Twitter?
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, you showed me the dude that he met with Berta. I don't know, man.
You don't really.
I heard this from a friend of a friend's friend. This is a good friend of mine. He called me last night and said this happened. He bumped into Andrea Berta in central London yesterday, and he walked up to him. He was like, "Are you Andrea Berta, new Arsenal sporting director?" He was like, "Yeah, I am." Andrea Berta shows him his lock screen. He's got an Arsenal badge on his lock screen. He's like, "Yeah, this is a picture of my friend Sean and Andrea Berta in central London last night, right?"
Yeah, there's a picture.
So I called him. I was like, "Mate, you met Andrea Berta?" He was like, you never guess what he said." I was like, "What did he say?" He was like, so I said to him, like, "What's going on? Who are we signing?" Andrea Berta said to him, "Who do you want?" And he said, "Look, a lot of the talk this week has been around Šeško. Like, what's going on with that?" And he kind of shook his head and he was a bit like, And he says, and Sean said to Andrea Berta, "Personally, I want Gyökeres." Andrea Berta goes like this for a fist bump and he goes, "You got him." Fist bumps him and then walks off.
Now, I posted this. I didn't think it would get that much heat. Bare people are saying, "Bro, this is stupid. Stop listening to people. Twitter, this is what we've become." But I do think there's some relative truth to it because Berta's wanted Gyökeres.
So what's your source?
A lot of people have reported. Okay, first of all, that Chelsea Alex Goldberg guy has reported that Arsenal want Gyökeres and Gyökeres the number one option, and he is a guy that we're interested in.
Chelsea
we've gone a lot further. That's one person. Gunner Blog has reported. Samuel McBell the other day came out and said something where he was speaking about the fact that we want both, and we're currently working on deals on both. He works for the BBC. So
I know who he is, but I've literally just typed in Gyökeres and Arsenal, and I haven't seen anything.
Excuse me, really? 1 second, let me go find it.
Just quickly. In from Jacobs. That's about Šeško. Don't hint. Gyökeres is still assessing his options.
Okay, so I've seen this yesterday. I need to just go. First of all,
he might stay.
He's out of Gyökeres is out of the Swedish team. So he's clearly trying to get a transfer sorted. That's number one. Number two, I seen something across. Where is this? You know when you look for when you're trying to find something, you can't find it.
Even Athletic pulled out something. Don't see that. I don't see anything about Arsenal look like are working on both deals. I'm literally scrolling and I'm seeing Athletics and all sorts. So I'm going to keep scrolling. I've not seen that at all because if that was said, I would have probably picked that up and probably put it in the title. I said it would be smart for Arsenal to pick up both of them, but I don't see you picking up both of them because Šeško said, "I will make the move to the club that's correct for him." And obviously he's talking about his development, right? I'm not being funny, but if you're going to go get Gyökeres, that whole Šeško thing, you might as well kiss it goodbye then, because he wants to be probably the main man, a step up from Leipzig, just to go second fiddle at Arsenal.
What do you think of that video?
Personally,
what do you think of that video where Gyökeres was speaking about transfers?
Who? Gyökeres?
The video Gyökeres was speaking about.
Brother, no. Why would a sporting director? But like literally, when it's meant to be top secrecy, tell an average human being, right, that he's going to tell them and sign. But he didn't say, "I'm going to sign both." He just gave him a fist bump, probably to tell him what he was going to hear, so he can leave him alone, so he can eat his dinner, mate.
What about this one? What about this video where Gyökeres is asked about Arsenal? Can you give us?
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Is that Gyökeres?
Yeah.
He shaved his head.
Yeah, look at it again.
Men altså, jeg lurer på, jeg vet du ikke kan si.
Is that not Gyökeres?
Yeah, that's him. I thought he was going to say in the thing.
So look at this. He's speaking on it with his former teammate, and they said, "But Viktor, where are you going?"
I løpet av sommeren.
Give us a hint, basically. Is it Arsenal?
Kan du gi oss et lite hint? Blir det Arsenal? Hva er alternativet da?
Vi får se.
He says obviously we will see.
I can read. I can read. I can read.
Jag önskar jag kunde säga något roligare svar.
Ja, men
det blir det svaret alltid.
Ja,
jag skjønner det.
Jeg skjønner det.
5 minutes later.
Ja, men du, Viktor, jævla kjekt å prate med deg, og så snakkes vi. Og så melder du med når det er ordnet og signert ned i Arsenal.
Ja.
Yes.
Why would he say yeah, sure?
Well, you could be joking, say yeah, sure, like
Fine.
because it
Okay.
sounds like they're joking. Someone said something sarcastic. Someone said something cheeky.
Yeah, so I don't know. People have been running with this saying
If my friend exposed where I'm going to, where I can get in trouble to, you're not my friend, really, are you? You're just you're a joke, man. You're trying to expose to the world. Yeah, but if it was friendly, exactly. But I'm just saying, look, I don't know how long ago that was. If that's an indication, if you're taking that as an indication, that's so laughable. By the way, it's like at this point, it's like plane tracking or something like that.
All right. There's one more thing. I seen it on Twitter before I came on. There is a report. There's an Arsenal journalist. Let me find the Samuel McBell thing in a second. I'm literally trying to find it as we speak.
This is reaching.
But there's a conversation here about Andre Berta and speaking about the fact that at Atletico Madrid, it was a hallmark of his to set up multiple parallel negotiations at the same time rather than focus solely on a single target. Berta would line up several target potential deals and players in the same role. And then, of course, gather the financial situation, find out from the sporting data, the transfer fee, the salary, the wages, the players, and everything, get everything sorted. And then at the end, decide on which player they want to go for. So this is just journalists reporting on this, but let me find the actual other thing. Do you think that could be a possibility? Because I do think that is still a possibility that we could just be working on multiple deals at the same time.
I'm not trying to burst your bubble in it or Arsenal fans' bubbles in it, and I'm not going to do it because I'm biased because I want him at United or something like that. Yeah, but that just tells me a role of a director of football. If anything, it's like, yeah, that's what most people would do. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, no, you haven't shown me a report where, like, this is what you said. There's been multiple reports apparently that, you know, you're working on both deals. I'm not trying to deny that he's not working on both deals potentially and try to get. I think that's a smart thing to do. I think that's what he should be doing, what Arsenal should be doing. Because even if I said it myself, if there's an offer from Arsenal, Man United, if I'm Gyökeres and I'm in the team of Arsenal, team of Gyökeres, I'm saying go to Arsenal. It makes way more sense. It's already established. You know, you're going to be competing, and instantaneously you make them a contender. I don't care if another side has got all your Reiners and Cherkis and everything. You've got a bad boy up front, and that's all you've been missing for a long time is a killer. So this
is where the Samuel McBell article originated from, though.
Where's this from? How long ago, by the way? Just for reference as well.
This was yesterday.
Yesterday. All right, cool.
Yesterday, he said, in terms of Viktor Gyökeres and Benjamin Šeško, from the information that he has, Arsenal are working together to confirm the frameworks of both deals and making the final decision which one they proceed with. So obviously, we're only going to get one of them. We're not going for both players, but we're working on both transfers simultaneously. So that's why I'm saying it's a situation where Arsenal are working on both. And the latest update on the Arsenal thing is we're working on both deals at the same time.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? Let's go back to the first. I just seen. Okay, cool. So you're working on both deals, and then you're going to make a final decision on which one to proceed with. So that doesn't mean both. That means one.
I know.
So yeah. So again, I thought you were going to say get both of them in the club, not one of them in the club.
Nah, bro, we're not that ambitious.
One sec. If you're going to be rude to a Egal Jaguar, just fuck off, innit?
Let these idiots chat shit.
No, just ban him. Am I a mod? I'll ban. How about this? I'll ban you myself, innit? Coming on someone's channel and trying to be rude to them is not it, bro. People think they can just talk. And also, the likes are super low. And I know you're nice, but I don't mind being an absolute prick in someone's defense.
No, because the reason why they're saying that is because I put Gyökeres and Xavi Simons in the thumbnail.
So what?
because
So
I want Xavi Simons. We're gonna speak
You're
about
a
it.
content creator. You're making content.
People
By
are,
the way,
people are,
the likes are disgusting.
yeah, people. What are we doing here? Why do we have less than 100 likes?
I
And we
can't
have
believe
over-
there's 730 people in the building. Did you get double
Yes,
rate
how
on
many people?
Is this
We got 730 of you guys, and we just hit over 100 likes. We should easily be over 200 by now, minimum. What are we
That's
doing, guys?
interesting. You know, hey, you know what, Egal? How about this not showing up on my? I need to follow AFC stuff. I'm gonna follow some other outlets like Goldberg and stuff. So, yeah,
Because I'm telling you,
content.
these are the
I
guys.
like that. So you are working on him, which is fairs. It's just like you know what it is? I'm always gonna find it that coming down to I think Arteta, we know who he wants. I just wonder if Berta's got the balls and the club are gonna say, this is what you're gonna work with. Now, if the correct decision is never going to be this Šeško for me, and I think you know that as well. You said it yesterday on my channel. It's just if you get Gyökeres, all this like belittling of Arsenal and saying, "Are you going to be serious or not?" That goes away in an instant. I'm looking at Arsenal totally different. Saka setting up Gyökeres or Ødegaard because you know how Ødegaard plays. He likes the through ball for someone to run onto, but too busy. You got like someone like let's say Kai Havertz who wants to cut it back and then pass it back. It's like no, that man is smashing that into the top of the net. That changes Arsenal's trajectory in differently for me. You know, while other
but you know what people are scared of?
Your midfield's sorted already. For me, your midfield doesn't need mad work. You've got a great option in Zuba-Mendy
we
coming
need to
along.
keep Partey. We need to keep Partey.
If you do this, I'll put major respect on Arsenal. I'll be like, fuck. Like even me, I'll be like, oh shit. But
hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment down below what you thought of that video you just watched.